cannot tell by now, it is how to curl your hair like perfectly and like the best way that I have found that helps. When I was younger, I did not know how to curl my hair like at all. Zero, zippo, nada, nothing. I did not know how to curl my hair and make it look good. If you are having that struggle today, I can totally 100% relate to you, because it can be hard. Like, if you don't have the right curling iron, if you don't have the right idea of how, you may not be using the right curling iron. And so what I would recommend is a 1-inch either Conair, or I don't know what other, maybe bed head or something. Just a really good curling iron from a good place. Like, don't use a cheap one. But I mean, it might work. I'm not gonna lie, like, I have used cheap ones before and they do work, but make sure you get at least a 1-inch or bigger. If you're using a smaller curling iron, your hair will be more curly like this, but if you're using a bigger one, you're gonna get more wavy ones, kind of like this. So it just depends on what kind of curls you're wanting and what you're looking for. Also, if you're really liking this outfit, which you can't even really see it, but I just filmed a 5 summer outfits video and I will link that up here. If you're really liking this makeup look, this is like a new makeup look that I've been doing for maybe like a month or 2 now, and I kind of want to do a tutorial on it because I really like it. So if you really like it, comment down below, because it's not a ton of makeup, but it's like a natural, kind of more pop in the look. Like, a few tips and tricks that I have learned when I was learning to curl my hair like this, and it just looks so good. I love it. Tip 1 is make sure you use little pieces of hair. When you start out, I feel like a lot of people will get big chunks of hair and they're like, let me just curl this whole thing and it'll only take like 20 seconds and my whole piece, like a fourth of my hair, is going to be curled in the 20 seconds and it'll be like 5 minutes. No, you do not want to do that, because your hair won't curl properly. It will not look as good if you're curling big chunks of your hair. Tip number 2 is to leave space at the bottom when you're curling it, because you don't want your ends to be so curly to the point where it's like really weird. So leave just a little bit, like an inch off the end when you're curling it, so that your ends don't get damaged and so your hair looks better. Tip number 3 is make sure you use enough hairspray, but not too much, because you don't want to go to the point where like your hair is so gross. People are going to think, is that a bird's nest? Like, they're going to think you are crazy almost because you put so much hairspray on. So just ease up on the hairspray and only use a little or as much needed to maintain your hair. And you just have to figure out that balance of how well your hair will curl and how well it doesn't. Tip number 4 is curl your hair, especially the front like 3. Curl them backwards, so that your hair is not going like this to your face, but rather it's going back, and it's like creating a look that kind of like pulls your hair back, and it just looks so much better. And then when you start to get in more like to the back of your hair, you can start curling towards the front of your face. Tip number 5 is to make sure you brush out your hair, and I'm not saying use a brush, because that might actually not help with the curls, but you want to make sure that they're not all stuck together and they're not all super curly, like one strand is like this, because this just does not look good. So I hope these tips help. Let's just get on into the video and how to curl your hair. Okay, so this is my hair before curling it, and usually I don't use product before. If you have some recommended, please comment down below, because I did have one that my sister would use and I really liked that one. I just don't remember the brand. I usually get some from Birchboxes, which I'll link my playlist up here. Here are some. So I usually just use these to, I use these before, or I might use this one after because it's a texturing spray. And then this one is a detangle and it's supposed to protect your hair. I just sprayed myself in the eye. I need a mirror, I can't see it. Okay, so I'm going to take the curling iron, and what I'm going to do is open it up and use it like a wand. So you're going to want this open and not touching your face, because you do not want to burn yourself like I did, which I think it's gone, but it was like right here. Usually I start on this side just because this is more of my favorite side with my bangs. I grab the small area, and usually you want to curl more in the front than in the back. So like for me, I curl the front more because I want that to last longer than I would rather curl the back. Usually I don't start so close to the root, but I only do that on the first few curls. and you want to curl it backwards. And the next one I will go out, and I'll just take a little piece and I'll go outwards, and I'll start a little higher but not directly on my head. I want this one to be pretty curly as well. Okay, so now I'm going to start curling into my face, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and go like this, and I'm going to wrap it forwards towards my face. Basically, I just curled this side in only like 5 or so minutes, not too long, but right now it's pretty curly, but by the end it'll be more wavy. And so what I like to do is I like to make it more curly in the beginning, and then it'll be more wavy in the end. By now, when I'm done, I usually catch it, the curl, and I crimp it, like I push it up, and then I twist it so that it's extra curly, and then when I brush it out, it'll save and it'll like last all day. And I'm all done, and what I'll do is I'll brush them out and I'll pull them down so they're not so curly, because I really don't want the super curly look, but I really want like a lot of curls, and I want a lot of volume. So I just brush them out with my hands. I don't like using a brush. Okay. So then what I do is I go like this, and I just create a lot of volume, and I'm taking all the curls out so they're not all stuck together. I will take Hairspray, and I'm just using the bedhead one, and I'm just going to spray it and poof it up so that it's a little bit more volumized, there's more volume. I don't like to put a ton, but I do put quite a bit just so it stays in all day, because I feel like I need a lot of hairspray. And then I brush out the tops to make sure it's not all crazy.
So don't you worry that they
final look, and I love it. I use it in just about every video when I'm done with curly hair, and it's just so cute and so easy, and it takes like a little bit of time. It doesn't take that long. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure to follow all my links down below, so like my Instagram, my Twitter, all those things, because I post on there so much usually, and I love those apps. Subscribe to this channel and stay tuned, because I'm so excited for summer and how many videos I'm going to be uploading with my schedule. And guys, I got more filming equipment. I'm so excited. It's shipped, and I will probably do an unpacking of it, a review on it. But it's some really cool lights, it's some microphones, some stabilizers, stuff like that. So I'm super excited. Stay tuned for that. I hope this helped, and I will see you next time. Bye!